What's up, Eva? What is up, Eva? Hold on just a second here. Stephanie C is in the house. Y'all so crazy. What is up, Tamara? I am definitely watching it. I am definitely watching Ready to Love. Definitely. If y'all not watching Ready to Love, y'all need to start. The first 2 episodes are already on straight from the A.com. So definitely tune in because it is definitely a must see. Hold on a second. Let me turn this off. It's making me dizzy, honey. It's making me dizzy. Oh. There we go. That's a little better. Just a little better. Eva, Stephanie, okay. It is pretty good. It is pretty good. If you haven't already read the recaps on the site, we have gotten a little bit down and dirty on the site with the recaps. What's up, squad? They rolling in slowly. Jazzy Bell, K God's Child. I see y'all. Let me go share this on Twitter. I knew it was something I forgot to do. What's up, Diva Law? I see y'all. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. I'm out of jail, y'all. I'm out of jail over on the ATLien, y'all. I'm free. I am free now. What's up, Bevo, Melanie, North DeKalb? I see y'all. Everyone is in the building. Kimberly G. Yes, Kimberly G. I see y'all. I'm trying to get everybody some love. Princess AG, Anita. I see y'all. What's up, squad? So, let me go ahead and dive on in. If you haven't already, you may have seen, I covered the Ready to Love screening last week when they premiered the episode on OWN. So I had already, posted the premiere episode on straight from the A.com, and we had talked about it a little bit. It's a different kind of dating show. It has, started with, it was 12 men and 8 women. To kind of signify the imbalance of, the ratio of men to women, which it should have been probably even more men to women, but I digress. But it's some really nice people on there, and I'm really, really digging it. So I talked to during the screening, it's probably the video before this over here on the ATLien channel. I talked to Pastor Chris, I talked to Paco, and I think I talked to Devin. And, they all were pretty nice guys, but, unfortunately, and I don't want to spoil it for y'all. I'm not going to tell y'all who left, but the first episode, 2 people were eliminated, okay? Everybody got the chance to mingle. Everybody got the chance to, get to know each other. And some people got a little bit closer than others. And, but the plan of the whole show was, the premise of the whole show is, they're supposed to mingle, they're supposed to date, and they're supposed to choose, how many men get to stay. At the end of it all, it's supposed to be 3 couples left. So here we are on episode 2. Episode 2, the women are staking their claims as the competition heats up. Meanwhile, the 5 remaining men chose which of the 12 remaining women to ask on dates. So the first episode was First Impressions. The second episode is called First Dates. And it was really interesting. You said statistics. Gigi says statistically it's a 50-50 ratio of men to women. Statistically, Gigi, that statistic is probably inaccurate, because even though there's a 50-50 ratio of men to women, how many of those men and how many of those women are actually checking for each other? You got to think of it that way too, because a lot of men aren't checking for women and a lot of women not checking for men. So the ratio decreases and increases a lot significantly when you consider, all of that, and especially in Atlanta. Thank you, Jazzy Bell. Especially in Atlanta. So there's some really cute men in the crowd. Let me put this picture up. There's some really nice looking people in the crowd. Ready to love. You'll see, if I can make this bigger, you'll see the fan favorites last week, which was like Aaron, Michael. How do I make it bigger? Hold on. Oh, there it is. Aaron, Michael, and Pastor Chris. Like everybody was like paying attention to Aaron, which is the person on the far left with the white shirt. Michael was the guy in the blue shirt in the beard. You can't really see Pastor Chris in there. Well, but anyway, these are a few of the people. And it was hold on just a second. I really liked it. You said Texas has more men than women. What's up, Unapologetically B? Tell me the actual ratio of available single women. I gotta see how much effort I gotta put in. Really, really pray. You don't see Devin in that pic. Here's the thing, socialite in the city. You need to catch up on episode 2. Because in episode 2, a couple of people got eliminated. So I really just want to go ahead and just dive in. One of the things I really liked about episode 2 was when the men and women started dating. First, Pastor Chris actually got to go on a date. He took Melinda out, and they actually like opened up and explained some intimate things to each other. Pastor Chris admitted that, you know, he wasn't seeking an intimate relationship right now. He actually wanted to wait till marriage. The caveat to that was that he just got out of a relationship with a married woman. And I'm like, wait a minute, Pastor Chris, you was committing adultery, and he was like, she was in the midst of getting a divorce, and she decided to go back to her husband. Melinda, which was his date at the time, was pretty much like, no, you were dating a married woman. She was still married. She wasn't single, which is quite true. A lot of women kind of do that to themselves too when they're like, oh, he's separated. No, dude, no chick, he's still married. So that was an interesting confession, you know, for the pastor to make. But, you know, in going through that, he said that he really wanted something different this go round. And so he was trying to, I guess, you know, do the right thing and just not, you know, dive in head first when it comes to sex. Now, in doing so, hold on just a second. Let me read my notes for a second. He said it was so easy to find women in Atlanta, but most are either self-sufficient or not sufficient enough. Meaning, he's encountered women that had everything and simply want sex and no commitment, or younger women who are seeking just sugar daddies in exchange for sex. And I was like, he might be right about that, because it's an interesting dynamic in Atlanta, because there's so many professional women, so many educated women, so many corporate women who are single, you know what I'm saying, and who really want a man, but then they don't want to like downgrade or settle or, you know, whatever that may be to them. So, you know, that was an interesting thing that he said. Then there are the younger women, since he's like 49, who basically, you know, are looking for, you know, a father figure, a sugar daddy, somebody who just wants, you know, for them to pay the bills. And we see that all the time. We see all the women in the club looking for, you know, the old dude in the in the club, of which there are many, you know, the person who's driving around in their Porsches and they Teslas and all of that, and showcasing and all of that. And y'all know they got a lot of money. So what else is there to use him for besides cash? So it's an interesting thing going on in Atlanta. So, you know, Pastor Chris said he's having issues, and so, you know, Melinda thought that was interesting. Now, what I want to say, hold on just a second. I was looking at Michael. Michael is the sexy guy with the beard. He's like the big guy who is I think he called himself an industrialist or something, an import export something of the effect. Hold on, let me pull him up so y'all can get this reference. Oh, that's not him. That's Aaron. Michael is the cute guy with the beard. Michael really kind of like set his sights on this woman named Shativa. She, she was fine, she was cute, she was dark skinned, they were really feeling each other. So he went on a date with Shativa, and you could tell there was a lot of like sexual energy. There was a lot of little innuendos going on, like, yeah, I can, yeah, I can feed you and I could do this for you and I could do that for you. But then it's like, what are you looking for, Aaron? Because you could get that anywhere in Atlanta. So he admits that he wanted to like expand because he had a physical connection with this woman. So he decided to go on like a group date. So in his group date, he got Lexi, which is one of the women who wears a lot of weave and a ton of makeup. There was Ashley, and who is the what is Ashley? Speech therapist. I like Ashley. And then there's the Melinda, who is, she got her penthouse in the sky, and she's a corporate woman. And they all went on like a group date with Aaron. And Aaron was the gentleman who was showing off his abs in episode 1. So when they all meet over at whoever's house this is, I'm assuming it was Michael's house or something. Michael and Lexi had already talked. They had already had like they little one-on-one, and he admitted in the confessional that he was kind of turned off by all of Ashley's makeup and Ashley's weave, which Atlanta is the home of the weaves and the makeup, and he was like, he just felt like it was too extra. But then on the flip side of that, when Lexi talked in her confessional, she talked about why she wore so much makeup and why she wore so much weave. And in essence, she was saying she was always the shy girl, and her hair and her makeup now is just a way for her to express herself. So yeah, she's still shy, she's still in herself, but that is a way, I guess, to be seen in her eyes. And it was interesting. And when he told her, you look very he said Dr. Lexi looks like a Muppet. But when he told her, you can actually go without it. You look beautiful without it, and she kind of took that to heart. He didn't say it mean. He didn't say it nasty. But, he was really right. She's a beautiful girl. And I think Lexi just does too much. The 28-inch lace front, the drag queen makeup, all of that is a turnoff to a lot of men, most men, by the way, because nobody wants to get all that makeup on their nice white shirts and stuff. So that's a thing now. While a lot of women think it's necessary to like just, scatter, smother, and cover their face in makeup, a lot of men are like, I like it a little bit more natural. I don't want all that. So yeah, I want you to be beautiful. I want you to feel good about yourself, but I don't want you going out the house looking like a clown. And there's nothing wrong with that. So Ashley, I like to talk about Ashley for a second. Ashley was there. She's actually my favorite, one of my favorites. Where is Ashley? Ashley, hold on. Ashley actually had a moment of transparency. She shared that she was once a side chick in a relationship, and she was okay with being a side chick for so long that she had to realize how she was hurting herself. And she was saying, she's ready to find her own man. She said that she'll be alone for the rest of her life before settling for bullshit again. So I really appreciated Ashley, because again, in Atlanta, y'all already know the ratio of straight men. Now, we ain't talking about just men and women, boys, girls, or however the case may be. The ratio of straight men and straight women it's just not a lot. You know what I mean? It's less straight men than there are straight women in the dating pool, in these certain age ranges. You said Michelle said he's cute. You're not seeing. Well, everyone has a type. Everyone has a type. And for whatever reason, I don't know, Michael must be my type. But yeah, I think Michael's cute. I think Aaron's cute. I think Kiba was cute, but I didn't like Kiba either. We're gonna get to Kiba in just a second. Kiba is 37. He goes out on the first date with Christina. When Christina reveals she doesn't drink alcohol, Kiba admits that he doesn't trust women who don't drink. And I was like, wait a minute, where is that coming from? So that was an interesting little dynamic, because Let me put Kiba up here. Kiba, there he is. Kiba, is pretty much like, he then, like, he was drinking like a fish. Kiba got kind of a little bit tipsy and started spilling all his tea. And I'm not gonna call the man gay. I'm not gonna call him gay. But he pretty much said he don't like to touch women in public. He don't like touching in public. He don't want you to kiss him. He don't want to hold your hand. He's not gonna like put his hand on the small of your back. You know that thing men do that drive us crazy. He not gonna do any of that. But he admits, he said, I'll touch you in the bedroom. And I'm like, that's a little bit TMI. Like, who says that? So that was a turn off to, Christina, and she told the women, and anyway it goes, that had everybody looking at Kiba with the side eye. In addition to that, if you watch the first episode, you may remember who got deleted. I mean, eliminated the first episode. I think it was Devin got eliminated, Paco got eliminated, and maybe somebody else. But Devin was the person in the first episode who basically was only talking about himself and black men smile. That's why I remember him, because he kept saying black men smile, and he wanted to say what makes black men smile. So Kiba was pretty much the same, because while it says he's a marketing manager, he starts to like name drop and says he wants to be a rapper. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, is that a red flag in Atlanta? I don't know. In Atlanta, everybody wants to be a producer, a rapper, a model, an actor, actress, an influencer, a blogger. So who's to say? I don't know. But at the end of the day, it was a turnoff. So, the people who got packing this week, and this is a spoiler alert for y'all who haven't watched it. Well, I ain't gonna spoil it for you. Maybe I will later. But yeah, there were 3 men who were safe and 3 men who were eliminated. So now there are 3 men and 8 women, and so for the rest of the show, it will be the men's turn to start to like eliminate the women. So I'm kind of like really feeling this show, because it's really indicative of what goes on in Atlanta, and you see a lot of the things that you see in your friends and family in these people that they have chosen. So, I don't want to say, look, you got you got a DL dude, you got the ultra macho dude with the cars and the money, you got the older dudes with the money who chills in the club, you got the play rappers, you got the women who wear too much makeup, you got the successful women, you got the old cougars, you got like everything in this show. And so the age range is so broad that it's really like driving, pulling me in. So I really like it. Yes, I'm going to continue to post the full episodes. So that is what I want to talk about today. I just want to come through real quick and bring your attention to that. Like, both of the episodes 1 and 2 are actually on the site right now. Hold on, let me see. And yeah, so on the front page actually is the first one, which is season 1, episode 2 was First Date, and season 1, episode 1 was First Impressions. So they're both on straight from the A. So y'all can catch up so that next week we can really, really have a conversation. But I guess, another thing I wanted to just come through and just say hi and just talk to y'all about, this dating situation in Atlanta. It's really getting deep, because the thing with, the men not liking makeup, the men, I guess wanted to discern between, natural women and and drag queens and whatever the case may be. So now there's this, this backlash of men who don't want women wearing makeup, men who don't want women wearing weaves, men not wanting women, wanting women to be a little bit more natural. And I can totally understand why. And I guess there's people bad about that. I don't know. So, yeah. So, let me see what y'all talking about in here. Hold on. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Tony Allen. I appreciate you. But yeah, if y'all have had any dating experience that you would like to share, if you are like, Mr. Pastor Chris, who was always in the club, who find women who just want him for his money, or Michael, who pretty much is a serial dater who seems to be like, on the hunt and on the prowl. You said, are these actors? I don't know that they're actors or not, Jazzy Bell. They didn't seem like actors. I actually like Aaron. Everybody seems to like Aaron, and I forgot to bring him up. Aaron was the one with the six pack who hold on. Who there he is. Aaron is the one with the six pack who Melinda actually fell for initially. He was the one pulling up his shirt and showing everybody his six pack. I think he was a nice guy. I actually met him and talked to him briefly as well. He's adorable, honey, and I'm just like, child, plot twist. Michelle gonna come and snatch Aaron up from y'all. Cause don't let me find Aaron walking down. Don't let me find Aaron walking down the street, y'all. Michelle gonna snatch Aaron, actor or not. No, I'm just kidding. I really like Aaron. He was personable. You haven't watched it yet, so you're gonna go on straight from the A to see it. Cool beans, cool beans. You said, Aaron looks like Lamont Hill. Aaron did, well, I would say that Aaron seemed a little bit arrogant. What I saw in Aaron was just confidence. He wasn't arrogant at all. he was quite friendly. But yeah. Shout out to Justin Diego for them candies. Shout out to Justin Diego for them candies. But yeah, it was fun. If you haven't seen the little clip, let me play this little clip of the show when we were talking to hold on. Devin and Paco. Devin smelled like nuts and berries, so I'm really not surprised that he got eliminated, the first episode. And Paco, because Paco was actually saying, hold on, let me find him. Paco was like trying to flirt with my audience. Like, yeah, if you looking for a man who's seasoned, here I am. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. I thought you were on this show to find love. Well, clearly. He was white. He said Shatava is a fraud. What was Shatava, whatever her name was. What was she doing? Hold on. That was... I'm trying to find it for y'all. Hold on a second. Let's see. Oh, there's Devin right here. Devin. And how do I do the... There it is. Turn Aaron off. Yeah, I know I'll be doing the most. Hold on. Window. So this is let me see if I turn this up. We were at
ATLien. Nice to meet you. How do you like the show so far? Like, what made you decide to do it? It was an experience for me to try to step outside of my comfort zone, subject myself to something that I wouldn't normally do, meet some people and from different walks of life that I normally wouldn't venture into. So it was explorative. It's been beautiful. A lot of wonderful women, a lot of great men on the show, and it's done very tastefully. So I really appreciate that. I did watch the first episode, and I did see you, and I did notice that a lot of the women were turned off because you talk more about the platform. Yes, your platform than anything else. Yeah, it is what it is. That's what I'm about. That's the work that I do. That's what I give myself over to. And I just think not just for me, that the platform is important. You know what I mean? It's important for our communities and other black men. And it's not just to edify what I have going on. It's like that's the work, and that's what I'm going to talk about, and that's me, and that's part of my purpose. And
But if you're there to find love,
yes, if I'm ready to find love, the love has to know that this is what I'm about, and then I'll invest in her and listen to what she has to say too. But upon first meeting, first of all, people are seeing like a snippet. That was one night, right? And we're getting to meet individuals, so that's. It wasn't enough time for me to really divulge a lot of the other information. So just leading into a conversation, that's what I'll do. I'm gonna tell you. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying?
so we will be seeing more of you outside of the first episode.
I hope so. But if you don't, blackmenslove.com. Really, I'll be continuing my work.
Alright. And he will be on straight from the A.com.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me find oh, there was Pastor Chris. Hold on. Pastor Chris and Paco is here. Reality TV as a pastor. Is that something? I'll talk to Pastor Chris real quick. Since he seems to be the one y'all want to talk to. Can I talk to you two for a second? Pastor Chris and Paco.
Yes.
Okay. I want to ask you two. Well, maybe I'll ask you first.
Ask me first.
My viewers want to know what made you decide to do reality TV as a pastor. Is that something that would hinder you?
Still, as a pastor, we need to represent all genres of life.
Okay.
So one of the things that I decided to do was I wanted to show Christians how to date, because a lot of times we don't know how to.
Okay.
So I want to take it to the world and say, listen.
I was actually kind of surprised that Pastor Chris got
doesn't mean you have to compromise your values or your beliefs. So on the show, that's what I portrayed. I talked about this is what I stand for, this is what I believe, and I stuck to it.
Okay.
So I gave that side of it because they had enough of the common side. So I gave them another side of everything. Yep.
Well, I mean, you seem to be like really, really talkative on the show so far. You know, it's not the first episode, and the people seem to like be a fan.
Oh yeah.
You were one of the main people that they were like, ask, Pastor Chris.
Oh yeah. Hey, well, I appreciate all the love. Check out the show. Tell me what you think. Hit me up. I would love to know what everybody's thinking.
Okay, do you have social media?
Yes, I'm at ChristopherEvans.sr. ChristopherEvans@.sr. Hit me up. I would love to know what you think.
All right.
Yep.
Thank you so much. And Mr. Paco.
Hey.
Okay, you seem to got the brunt of the hate on the first episode.
I did.
Okay, everyone has had relationships that succeeded and failed. Some people have been married and divorced a couple of times. So do you think you were unfairly judged because of your past relationships?
I was being honest. Like I said on the show, I'm being transparent. I've done so much bad in the past, and I just want to do something and be real. That's why I came on this to be real, show what old Paco was to the new Paco.
Okay, so when meeting a new woman, do you believe that your past relationship, I guess she asked you, had you cheated in both of your marriages? So do you feel like that should be a deal breaker to some women?
No, I think I thought they would have appreciated the honesty, but it seemed like the guards went up. Like I said, I guess a tiger can't trade his stripes. And like I said, my whole point of that was just being honest. When she asked me, caught me off guard, I could have lied. I could have said, no, I haven't cheated. We broke up on something else, But no, I said, okay, I'm gonna be real on this. I'm here to do something different and find love. So that's where I came from.
So what's your background? Are you from Atlanta?
Well, I'm originally from California. I went to school here. I own a organic convenience store called Urban City Market in West Midtown. And I'm a businessman, I'm a little older, so like I said, I've been married a few times, and now I'm really ready to settle down and find me a true, committed relationship. So ladies, if you're out there and want a season...
Wait. I thought you were finding love on the show. You still finding love on the... Wait, you're giving us a little spoil.
Okay, well...
You're giving us a little spoil.
No spoil. But anyway, I'm blessed with the opportunity. You guys don't go too hard on me. I'm not the asshole.
That's cute.
I'm not the asshole. I'm not. Appreciate it. I'm not the asshole, guys. Even though I might look like an asshole, I'm not that guy.
They said, okay, Chia. What's your social media?
I'm at Paco Rock Style. PACOROXSTYLE.
All right. Thank you so much.
So,
yeah,
he's
not
so
the cheater.
shady. Oh my god.
He's not the cheater. He's not the... I know, right? I was just trying to drink my wine, honey. I was just trying to drink my wine, and by the time I got the errand, honey, I was too tipsy to even think. I'm just sitting there asking questions like, hey, oh yeah, let me see them abs for. Can I see your abs? Can I see your abs? Yo, can I see your abs later on? Outside of all this. But anyway, it was a fun night. But okay, so I know a lot of y'all want to go ahead, and I know a lot of y'all want to talk about housewives, but I was gonna save the little stuff about the little housewives stuff until like, next week. But we could like dive into that a little bit. But yeah, the whole Kenya situation with Kenya showing up at Cynthia's Caribbean lunch party, her wine cellar lunch party. Kenya is not back, despite what a lot of you, have been hearing, about some secret taping and, it's Bravo's gonna surprise us with some Kenya and all of that. No, the season is wrapped. Kenya has not filmed at all season except for Cynthia's party. So no, she is not back. She did sign a release form to film, because every time you go to an event that's being filmed for the Housewives, you have to sign a release, which means you're giving the permission to use your image. That doesn't mean you getting paid. That don't mean that you on the show. That just means you signing this release. As far as Kenya being mic'd up, they mic a lot of pertinent people up. They mic Derek J up. They mic Miss Lawrence up. They might even mic me up. It just depends on, if they think that you may have a conversation with somebody. So Kenya being mic'd up was not an indication that she's back on the show. Even though I wish her the best. I wish, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just interesting how people like, oh, you hate Kenya so much. You know she's gonna be back. And this, no, child, she's just trying to keep her name out there for as long as possible, because you see what happens when people stop talking about you. Ask Phaedra, ask Claudia Jordan, ask Lisa Wu, ask Deshaun Snow. So as long as people got Kenya's name in their mouth, Kenya is winning. Kenya is happy, and I'm happy for her. Now, that being said, was Nene, they said Nene needs to learn Kenya is using her to get back. See, Patterson, when I say that, people think that I'm up Nene's ass for saying it, but I see it. I feel like a lot of other people seeing it. When Kenya unfollowed Nene, I feel like that was, a manipulate, just to manipulate the blogs, because y'all know all the Instagram blogs see who follows this person, who unfollows this person, who's liking this person's post, who's not liking this person's post. And when Kenya unfollowed Nene, that was a way to get the buzz started. But as far as I know, I didn't know there was any beef between Kenya and Nene. They was always cool. If you remember, they was high-fiving at the end of the reunion because, they double teamed Kim Zolciak. The one thing that I do know that I feel like a lot of the ladies was pissed off at Kenya about, but, some of them forgave her and some didn't, i.e. Nene, was that, Kenya lied about having a peach, which I told y'all before when, I was telling y'all what was it, in May, June, that Kenya wasn't coming back, that Kenya lied about having a peach, that Kenya was like shading Sheree for not getting her pickup letter when all along she hadn't got her pickup letter. So a lot of people, i.e. maybe Nene, felt offended that Kenya would lie about that situation and had them all feeling like, they were all on the same page when they were not. But again, Kenya was being, the strategic, person that she is. And, she kept it quiet for as long as she could. And she manipulated a lot of blogs. Love B. Scott Tamara Tattles, Media Takeout, all of them. She kept telling them, "Oh, I'm still in discussion. Oh, I won't be back. It's either I have a peach or I won't be back at all." All of the things that she was saying to dispute my well-informed stories about how they invited her back to be a friend. Now here she is now without a peach, but she's back. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is just keep watching. You'll see why people do what they do and all of that. But again, people love to think Nene hires and fires folks. Yeah, child. Anyway, y'all already know if she wasn't under contract, she's not under contract. Anybody can come to the parties. Hell, Claudia Jordan can come to the parties. That don't mean we gonna see it. Amaya Scott was in the parties and she was mic'd up that time. Everybody was running around saying, "Oh, Amaya Scott is gonna be a housewife." No, Amaya Scott was not going to be a housewife. Who else was they doing that to? It was a couple of people that will be mic'd up, and everybody always just assumed that because they're at an event and mic'd up that they're on the show. That's not what that means. So again, anybody can come to an event and anybody can be on camera, but you know we'll see how it all turns out. Maybe they'll edit her out, maybe they won't. We don't know. But I can see Nene being a bit perturbed at Cynthia for keeping that under wraps, because here's the thing with Cynthia. Cynthia throughout, when was it, last season? Y'all remember when they was talking about Kenya and Cynthia was like, "Don't talk about Kenya," and started crying. Everybody like, why the hell is she crying over Kenya? So it's just an interesting kind of little dynamic going on. I know, Cynthia and her friendship contract probably, got burnt up a long time ago, but as I just look at it all like, I don't know, these women are funny. They are real life friends. That some people are real life friends and some people are just friends on the show and some people are literally just co-workers. So I thought that Cynthia and Nene were real life friends, but apparently uh, somebody feels a little slighted because of some of the things that Cynthia's been doing. But that's all I got for that right now. And they all act like teenagers. So you like Cynthia, but she's on her last leg. Let's talk about Cynthia for a minute. Cynthia spilled some tea recently, and I don't think nobody knows. And I'm gonna pull it up. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. See if anybody can spot this tea that Cynthia. I'm not gonna even say nothing. I'm just gonna let y'all see it. Hold on.
What you want to say?
And Candy even knew that Cynthia spilled some tea. Hold on. This was at Kenya Moore's baby shower, by the way. And I was gonna do a post on this and just kind of got, again, y'all know I be getting caught up in the data. But I'm about to put this in here. Here it is. In play.
Hi, you guys. It's Cynthia. I just want to wish Kenya and Mark an amazing, amazing baby delivery on Baby Daily. We have all been waiting.
Hold on. Why it won't show up? Wait a minute. I think I gotta redo it. YouTube. Window capture. And Cynthia. Okay. So when you see this, hopefully I can show it without getting flagged. Okay. Now you tell me if you can spot the T. If you can hear the T.
This baby is just like a fabulous mom. Hi, you guys. It's Cynthia. I just want to wish Kenya and Mark an amazing, amazing baby delivery on Baby Daily. We have all been waiting very patiently for Baby Daily to make its arrival, and Auntie Cynthia can't wait for him to get here.
I definitely can't wait for Baby Daily to get here. I've been talking to Kenya and I lost my voice. So
Yeah, Candy lost her voice.
I'm excited.
She's excited. Anything else you want to say?
I can't say anything.
Okay, she can't say nothing else. That's it. We love you, Kenya. We love you, Mark. God bless you guys.
Hi, Dr. Heavenly here, and I'm just here. I am so happy.
I think Candy caught that. I'm gonna play it again. I'm gonna let you hear it. I just listened to words. Maybe she just said it just to say it, but you don't use genders when you talking about a kid unless you know what the gender is, right? Or do you?
I just want to wish Kenya and Mark an amazing baby delivery on Baby Daily. We have all been waiting very patiently for Baby Daily to make its arrival, and Auntie Cynthia can't wait for him to get here.
Can't wait
I
for him to
definitely
get here.
can't
Did she
wait
say
for.
can't wait for him to get here? That's what I heard. Whenever you ready, you got text history. What do you have text history of? Wait. About being a fraud and talking about the housewives when the video is about ready to love. The video is about whatever I wanted about. What are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking? Anyway, y'all can call in. We can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. You said his or him. That's what I heard. Y'all heard that his or him. Did Cynthia just tell us it's a boy? Let me go back and we can hear this one more time. Cause somebody sent me this the other day, and I was like, but I don't know that she told. But then I listened to it about 3 times. I'm like, well, maybe she did.
Wish Kenya and Mark an amazing baby delivery on Baby Daily. We have all been waiting very patiently for Baby Daily to make its arrival, and Auntie Cynthia can't wait for him to get here.
I definitely can't wait for Baby Daily to get here. I've been talking to Kenya
She
and
said it at first, and then she said, I can't wait for him to get here. That's what I heard. But anyway, if it's a boy, if it's a girl, hopefully Kenya has a safe delivery. Maybe it's a boy and a girl. She is pretty big. She showed her belly for a brief moment on Instagram the other day. But if you like to call in, we can talk about whatever y'all would like to talk about. We can talk about Ready to Love. We can talk about the housewives. We can talk about whatever, because I know it's been a few days since I've been on, and hold on. And I would love to hear from you. He said shade. It's no shade. I just try to listen. I listen, and I heard him. And if she said him, I heard him. And they're very, very good friends, right? They very, very good friends. So maybe she has, revealed the gender to Cynthia. She didn't have a gender reveal party, but she knows what she's having. Joining the conference now. You are currently the only person. Oh, I didn't put the number up. The phone number is 646-224-5980. The PIN number is 840-3583. Hold on. Exactly, C. Patterson. That is my point. And that was her MO for inviting so many people to the baby shower. But again, I digress. 646-224-5980. The PIN number is 840-3583. The one thing that I'm going back and forth between these two topics, but the one thing I really liked about Ready to Love is that we get to see kind of the inner workings of, the male brain when it comes to having so many choices of women in, the dating pool. And when I heard Michael talk about the makeup and the drag queen makeup and the lace fronts, I'm like, yeah, well, yeah, that seems about right these days. People do say that a lot. So 646-224-5980, pin number 840-3583. The lines are open. You can talk about whatever you would like to talk about. If you're angry, call in. If you're happy, call in. If you want to get me together, call in. If you want to troll, call in. Y'all got some tea? Who got the tea? Marilyn, you got some tea? The phone number is below. Dial the phone number, enter the PIN, and you will reach me. 646-224-5980. PIN number 840 3583. You said, hold on. Yes, Marilyn. Let me scroll up and see what Marilyn been talking about in here. Of being a fraud and been talking about the housewives when the video is about ready to love. I'm lost on that. Michelle is ignoring me, and I know Shatava ain't got that much money to avoid the tea. Shatava, what should I'm not I wasn't ignoring you. What should Shatava do? Come on, spill some tea about Shatava, Marilyn. I want to know. Yes, the season has wrapped, Tamara Ward. You're talking about the Housewives. The season wrapped this past weekend, right after Portia's gender reveal. Caller 3140, you are on the line. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hi, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Wonderful. My question to you, Michelle, is Kim coming back?
Kim who? Kim Zolciak?
Yes.
Not season 11.
Wow. I thought she might come back, so I really did.
Really?
Because I liked her. I mean, she was messy, but she was good, though. I think I liked her.
After those racist comments you did, you thought Kim was coming back?
Listen, but I didn't see that, Michelle. I didn't see that part there. I didn't know that part.
Well, I mean, at the reunion, she was like, I can't work with these African American, whatever she said. I can't remember. It's been so long ago. But Kim basically, dissed being on a show filled with African American women. So no, I would doubt that any of them would want to film with her ever.
No, she not coming back. She ain't coming back. I'm done already. She ain't coming back. But I love you, Michelle. I really do. I've been watching you for a while.
Oh, thank you so much. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Tony Allen, Peoria, Illinois.
You calling from where?
Peoria, Illinois.
Oh, Illinois. Okay. Well, thank you so much for calling. I appreciate you.
Okay. You just take care of it.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Caller 0096.
Is this Michelle? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, Michelle. First of all, you are beautiful.
Thank you.
My name is Marilyn.
Hey, Marilyn. Oh, you the Marilyn that was in the comments with the T?
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
Let me tell you.
Wait a minute. Explain to me, because here's the thing. I was focused on the men because it was less of them than it is of the women. And I can't remember who Shatava. Is it Shatavia?
It's just Shatava.
Shatava. Which one is she?
She's the dark-skinned one that was in the red dress, I think, the first episode. And then she had, like, a couple of, I saw a YouTube video of her before I saw your live with her on a date with, I think it was Mike or Michael or something, with the guy with the beard.
Uh-huh.
And he was
was that the one that
way or something?
That wasn't Lexi was the one with a lot of makeup, right? Or was that Shatava? No, Shatava was the first one. You're right. Shatava was the one where she got into his car and she was like talking about his fancy car. And they had like all this.
I haven't gotten that far. Shatava was the one where you were talking about in your live about the guy that was talking about making a man smile or something.
Yes.
And she came in and she was like, he didn't let her talk or some shit or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first episode, she was kind of like coexisting. She really didn't, stand out.
I remember Shatava now. I do, because she went on a date with Michael. You're right, and she had and they had like a lot of like sexual energy.
I don't know about that, but so
let's see if she in this.
This is where I'm at with it.
Okay.
He wanted to pretty much utilize it as anybody else would that's in reality TV to promote their business and, whatever they have going on. And I'm all for it, whatever. You want to be successful and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so when she decided to do the show, she needed me to talk to some producers and stuff. And I'm not going to disclaim their name of that show, but had me have a conversation with them to kind of help you get on the show.
Uh-huh.
Now you're already in love, or you portray that, and you already have a man, and you just want to just promote your business.
Wait, she already has a man?
There's a whole man.
How she come on the show and take the men from us? She can't do that.
But like, she got a good man. That's like the problem. Like, she has a whole good man. And then it's like you couldn't find nothing else. Like, you couldn't get on Love and Hip Hop. You couldn't get on fucking Growing Up fucking Growing Up what do you call it, hip hop or whatever, like Real Housewives of Atlanta. You couldn't find nothing else. But like, I support my friend. I've known her for 12 years. I met her when I just had my oldest son, and he's 13 years old.
Wow.
So,
does her man know she's on the show? Like, are they in this together?
Yeah, the man knows that he knows that she's on the show, and he's paying his mortgage, the house that he just bought for them, and he's paying the rent to where she is renting her store out that I got her in. Because the management company I used to work for 6 years.
Oh. Somebody told me to keep up.
The management company I worked for 6 years, and I helped her open the store. I helped her knock out the walls. I sent the contractors to paint the walls and pull up floors and all this stuff or whatever, electrical and whatever she needed, because I've been doing property management for 12 years. So I've helped her with that, and I mean, she's helped me a lot. We've been seriously good friends. I won't take that. I will never take that away from her. You know what I'm saying? But it came to a place where there was a conversation where, with my situation, I lost my job and my son. My newborn child became diagnosed with epilepsy, and I had to take off of work, and they didn't give it to me. I lost my job, so I was off for work. So she started filming the show, and I'm not working. I'm trying to get my son well, but it's like her store is available for me to take my baby with me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So she was like, I told her, I said, listen, you got to do the show. You can't be in Nashville all the time. You got to be in Atlanta, and your boyfriend can't be there all the time. He got his work or whatever. So let me just go ahead and watch the store for you. We came up with an agreement as far as money, and we did that, and they gave me my money my first week or whatever. This is like a whole 3 weeks. I did that, and then they got upset because one day I was late. But I had to remind them that I don't work for y'all. I'm helping y'all. Y'all supposed to be looking for somebody else. Because while I'm in your store, I'm looking for a job.
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of tried to persuade me in a certain aspect that was disrespectful. Her significant other decided to call me and talk to me like I was a nigga. And I had to let him know where the fuck I came from. And it went from that conversation to where we squashed it and we was cool. We came to an agreement for me to meet them with their key, and they're going to give me in exchange for my money. I have like multiple text messages as for when I show up to your store and give you your money. So I go to your store.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but here's why I'm confused. So she's on this show. You're blasting her for having a man. What are you? What's your goal? Like, what are you trying? Like, okay, so
my goal is it's a messed up situation and it's wrong, and it's like you did me wrong, and then you used me to help you get you on the show. You had a producer call my cell phone, and I had a whole hour conversation with this person and telling them a whole bunch of bullshit to help you get on the show. Now, a lot of it wasn't a lie. Because you do use people. You know what I'm saying? But I sold them a damn story to help you get on the show. And it's like I'm at the point where it's like, yeah, you can say whatever, like I'm hurt, like, you know what I'm saying, like you used me, you did me wrong to get where you needed to get. That's where I'm at with it. But I help you. You my friend. You know what I mean? So I love you.
So are you mad that she didn't give you some? I mean, is there something that you wanted in return from her for this?
My damn money. Like, who gonna play about their money?
So how much does she owe you, child? How much money is we talking?
She might as well go and drop the phone. Just drop it on the floor.
Why? It's a lot of money.
Petty. It's so petty. It's so petty. It's so petty, and that's the part where, you know, you come from a situation and you don't play about your money.
But
and
I don't play about my money either. I get that, but I mean, it's a little money, a lot of money. Like
when I tell you how much she owes me, drop the phone.
Okay. I'm waiting.
$80.
So you mad about $80? You calling in to put her on blast about $80?
Girl, I got 3 children. When I work for you and I bring my son to your store to help you and cover for you while you in Atlanta filming the show, and I do make sacrifices and stuff like that for you to keep your business going, and I help you open that business for free, and all you owe me is $80 fucking dollars, and you gonna sit up there and let your man get in between us? Yeah, it's petty. I could sue her for everything, but it's like, no, like you're not finna play me. Like that's not cool, and it's so petty. It's just $80 damn dollars, and then it's like the messed up part about it is like she know who I am, she know how I move. I've known her for years. Like, why would you play with me?
So if she was to call you and give you your $80, would that squash it? I'm just trying to figure out what's the animosity like.
For my business, I would mind my business because I got what the fuck I put into the situation and moved the fuck on. That's the thing. I would mind my business, but it's like it's a principle. It's a whole it's respect. It's like it's other, you know, factors that come into the situation and other stories and stuff that I've heard and hearsay, but I'm not gonna speak about it because it's just hearsay. You know what I'm saying? But with me, she know how I am. She want to play with me, and that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? She thinks that she's, you know what I'm saying, exempt from.
But if y'all are friends, and this situation is not too far gone, it's $80. You know what I'm saying? And whatever her man did to disrespect you, that's between you and your man. Like, you need to talk to your friend if this is your friend. Why put her on blast and all of that?
The crazy part about that is like, you know how sometimes with like females, you get a man and you know what I'm saying, they good to you, they do everything for you, and you start Xing people out of your life that's like maybe, you know, an issue with your relationship or whatever that case may be, or however you may feel. Like, she allows this man to control her career, her business, and stuff like that, or whatever. So he's making bad moves. And I have a message where I sent to her, like, listen, like, because I mean, my thing is this. When I say I love her and I commented that I love her, I know her. Like, we've done things like, she sat at my dinner table and ate with my children. Like, she's ate at my house multiple times. She's picked up my kids from school. I've taken her sister to her mom's house 2 hours away on Christmas because she had no way to go. Like, we've done things for each other. You know what I'm saying? So I know that.
So are you is this another type of love we talking about here? Like, are you jealous of her man? Like,
Whatever is going on with her. At this point, I don't know who that person is, because my friend that I know and I've known for years and I relied on and I sacrificed my time away from my family to help her, I expected to be compensated for what I do, because I've always been compensated for everything that I've done for her. So whatever's going on with her right now, I don't know that person. And that's where I'm at with it. That's the principle. It's nothing about, like, I mean, I'm cool. Like,
but as a friend, and this is my logical brain thinking. As a friend, sometimes friends go through things and you may not talk to them for months or whatever the case may be. Why would you try to put your friend on blast instead of waiting for her to go through whatever she's going through and then finding out what the issue is? You understand what I'm saying?
We've out of the 12 years I've known her, we've gone 2 years without talking to each other. We've always had disagreements and misconceptions or whatever about how we live our life and how we move and stuff. That's what we've always done. You know what I'm saying? But it was like this one, it was like the last straw. I'm done. You know what I mean? Like she told me herself she was done.
So the $80 made you done. What made you done? The $80 or the conversation with her boyfriend?
The blatant disrespect. That was the conversation with her boyfriend because it was like, how have a controversy with your friend and then a man come into the middle of it and it's like you can't talk to your friend. Your friend's not answering your phone. She's not replying to no text, but she got her man like bullying you and talking crazy to you and saying all extra shit. Like he don't know y'all relationship. Like they ain't been together for 12 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you don't know what the fuck we done been through, like me and her, like where we at with it. We don't argue all the time, but you coming in the middle of it and you being like he was blatantly disrespectful to me and my character as a woman, as a mother, as a black woman, all aspects of life. This shit went.
Did you talk to her about this? Because my thing is, why are you so mad at her? Did you talk to her and she was disrespectful too?
Part about it is the conversation with her, she was behind him. She blatantly was blindsided or took what they call a left ear to the situation with me and her. I didn't ever have an agreement about what we had going on with him. There's things that I've done for her business that had nothing to do with him. So when it comes to whatever the hell you got an issue with, me and you can talk about it, and if we can move forward. But then she put him into a situation, and it got out of hand.
So it's not the money. It's not the money. It's the relationship between her and her man that's pissing you off right now.
It's the relationship between me and her that's pissing me off right now because we are better than that.
Well, what is better than that? Is this your girlfriend or your friend? I'm trying to.
Okay. It's like this. If you literally I'll say, Michelle, you got a best friend that comes and help you. Oh no, I ain't gonna say it like that. I'm gonna say, Michelle, you got a best friend that asks you to come and help them and do something. Y'all have an agreement. Y'all got history. Y'all done been through shit. Y'all done did shit. Whatever. Y'all done been down there. You know what I'm saying? So when your fucking best friend decides she wants to turn her back on you and act and treat you like you ain't shit, and then disrespect you, and then put somebody before her to disrespect you more that knows nothing about our relationship, you gonna be cool with that?
But I mean, you still not get to the point. How did she disrespect you? By what? Supporting her man? I'm lost. I just lost. I mean, because I've been in positions where my friend has a man, my best friend, several of my best friends, and we don't talk as much. And maybe, I don't, my thing is once a woman gets a man, this other woman ain't got nothing to do with their relationship. So I don't take offense with anything that has to do with him and her.
Taking it all down yonder. I don't have anything to do with their relationship or what they got going on. But my friendship with her is the blatant respect that she has. If we have a conversation and I'm supposed to be there to help you, and we have an agreement on what we gonna do, you don't fucking do that. You breach the contract or the conversation or whatever that we have, there's an issue. And then if you don't want to deal with the issue with me and you directly, you want to appoint somebody else in my face, and I can't get to you to talk to you, that's blatant disrespect.
I guess that's what the issue is too, though, because a lot of times when you mix friendship with business, it's gonna get some feelings gonna get hurt, some issue, people gonna get issues. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but I feel like y'all need to have a conversation before you go and put her on blast because she on TV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
at that
because
point,
some
like,
things you can't take back.
it's like this. It's like this with me right now. She know what the hell I've been dealing with and what I've been going through. And I know what she's dealing with and what she's going through. We've always held each other's hand throughout the whole process. But my issue with her is you literally let my hand go. Like, you know how your mama tell you to hold hands while you cross the street? She done just ran off and left. You know what I'm saying? Like, she know better.
But
she didn't do what mama told her to do. She know better.
Okay, but you can't really hold your friends responsible. Like, I don't know. I love my friends to death, but at some point, I'm not gonna hold my friends responsible for things that happen in my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day,
no, I know. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not holding.
But I guess the analogy that you're using, that she let go of your hand.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying, Michelle. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is it's a blatant disrespect. It's like it's a disregard. It's a neglect. It's all of that. Like, you don't leave your friends hanging. You don't use your friends to get yourself where you can get a.
But if you're her friend and you did it willingly, she's not using you. She's thinking that you are a friend. You're doing this because you want to help her better herself, and later on down the line, she may repay you for your good deeds. So for you to be like,
we're talking about $80 fucking for 2 weeks. So you mean to tell me that is not me giving her just to give me gas money to drive to your store? I'm unemployed with a newborn child. So I'm basically you're just putting gas in my car. You might just buy me some chicken wings or whatever to help you promote your store. That's nothing. So I'm giving her that.
Okay.
She didn't give me that back.
So what'll fix it?
Probably a conversation. And me already on here on fucking YouTube and doing that or whatever, like, she's gonna have to get over it. She's gonna have to get over it the same way she literally like sit in my face the way she did me, and what I'm doing now, she's gonna have to get over it. And she's gonna have to deal with it because she knew what the hell she was signing up for. And she knows who she's dealing with.
Look, send me a picture of her and her boyfriend, and we can go from there.
Crazy part about it, she got it blocked, so I can't get it. You probably
Well, send me a link to her social media, and I get it. That's a good story. That's the juicy story right there. That she on a dating show and she got a boyfriend.
And they can call it whatever they want to call it, but I got nothing but whole text messages for me to right now.
Well, email me, but only thing I have to say is think before you do something that's irreparable. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to like be put in a position where you ruining your whole friendship over, you know, a situation where you mad for a short period of time. You don't want to do it.
But yeah, we already passed that, baby. We talking about 12 years.
But y'all ain't been beefing for 12 years. Whatever the case, you talking about this just happened recently, right?
Yeah, but we talking about 12 years of like other issues that's happened in our friendship, and we haven't talked for years and made up and all that stuff and had conversations and stuff, and like,
so this just built up.
And I know I love her, I still love her, but it's like, you gonna, like, she knows, like, you gonna do me dirty, baby? Like, come on, like, you already know how I move. Like, you know my bloodline. You know my mama. You was like right there when my mama was on her deathbed. Come on now, you came to my mama's funeral. You held me while I was going through anxiety after my mama died. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Over $80.
Y'all need to have a conversation.
And you got the stuff.
Y'all need to have.
It's stupid. It's stupid and it's dumb and it's wrong. She's wrong. She's blatantly wrong, and I don't care. I don't care. I'm on the whole new victory in my life right now, and I'm on the whole. I got a whole boat. I got the Titanic right now. It's like on the side of the boat says No fucks given. So I'm tired of being used. And I'm tired of being neglected. And I'm tired of being hurt. I'm tired of it. And everybody getting it. Everybody. That's what it is.
Sometimes you need to just meditate and think about it, because hurting somebody is not going to make you feel better. I promise you it won't.
I've been meditating. I've been listening to Oprah. I've been listening to Joyce Meyer. I've been listening to Steve Harvey. I've been reading my books. I've been returning to love with Miss Williams. I've been reading all my books. I've been listening to my YouTube videos. I know, like, I'm there. Like, it's me. It's time for me. All I've done is support everybody else, take care of everybody else, instead of taking care of myself. And I done got to a point where no fucks given. The whole time.
I understand the no fucks given, but like I said, hurting somebody else is not gonna make your situation better. You know what I mean? So basically, you need to like just start focusing on you. Put all that negative energy that you got, that you want to fuck everybody up. It's the Titanic. I'm fucking no fucks given to all these people, and give no fucks given to your situation, your kids, your job situation, all that. Put all that energy into that, and I promise you, you will reap some rewards if you just, you know what I mean? Because when you put that negative energy out in the atmosphere, that's what you're going to get back. And you don't want that.
You know what's so crazy? You know, sometimes people, like, you make yourself available and you help people and you there for them and all the shit or whatever. And then sometimes you can't find them available to help you because they doing their own thing. I'm at that point where I'm doing my own thing.
Okay.
And I'm not available for somebody else for nothing. I have to take care of Marilyn.
Okay.
Marilyn got to get her shit together. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That shit with her, like, I don't care. Like, I don't even know what's going to come behind this, but I don't care. It's like, I ain't hurting for nothing. Like, them little funky $80, like, all right, you know, pay my bills for fucking 3 months and I'm unemployed. I'm working now.
Well, let it go. Let it go. Let her go. You know, her being on TV, all of that, just let it go. You helping her get there, let it go. Because my thing is, your blessings will come regardless. You don't have to harbor no resentment against her. Like, let it go.
My blessings have been coming, and it's going to continue to come because my family is so anointed, and they prayed up for me and all this stuff or whatever. I have been blessed from multiple of years and decades of, like, ever on me. So I'm not worried about anything. I do right by people. I help people. I pray for people. I do everything I can. I'll give you anything and everything. You can sleep on my couch if you need a place to stay. I've always done that. I've always been that person. But now I gotta do me. I can't help nobody else.
Okay, Miss Marilyn.
I can't help nobody else.
Look, we done had a whole Fix My Life session right now. Literally, I appreciate you and I understand where you're coming from on a lot of it. But at the end of the day, I just want to wish you peace, love, blessings. Let that shit go. But if you want to send me the picture of her and her boyfriend, I'll take it. But you know what I'm saying? Just let it go and move on. Like, I certainly appreciate you and I certainly feel where you're coming from. Because sometimes you do harbor resentment.
Michelle, I get what you're saying, Michelle. And it's cool and it's cute. It's real cute, you know. But I got time.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you, Marilyn. I really do. I really do. Thank you for calling. All right. I just want everybody to be happy. Call it 7284.
Hi, Michelle. You know, like the caller before, I have a similar friend who did something like that to me. She owes me $15, and we stopped talking for $15.
Really? $15? Is that where you at right now?
$15. She got a new boyfriend, and she got a dog, and I helped her get back and forth. She became a manager at Walmart, you know what I'm saying? She's doing real good. But she didn't think about me, and we stopped talking over $15. And I just want to let you know, too, I got pictures of her on her Instagram. They go to the park. They went to the state fair, and I want my $15. So if StraightFrom8.com can help me get my restitution of $15, or you know a lawyer I can talk to get my $15, I'd be more than happy.
I don't even know what to say right now.
I mean, it's okay. I understand. I've been reading the Oliver Van book. I've been watching Dr. Phil.
Why are you doing this? Why? I think I bring this on myself. I know I do. I think I bring this on myself. That's okay. That's okay. I can take it. I can take it. I can take it.
Bye, y'all.
Is that why you called, just to say that? I hate everybody. Caller 8564, you're on the line.
Hi, Michelle. Can you hear me?
Yes. Who am I speaking with?
I haven't spoken with you in a while, honey. This is Monique.
Hi, Miss Monique, honey. How are you? Long time no hear from.
I'm fine, baby. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
You know, these are the kind of conversations I like.
Oh, Lord.
So, I'm listening, and I'm hearing this lady, the lady before, the call say, but she was there for me when my mama was on her deathbed, and she was there for me at this point, and she was there for me at that point. But then you say, but you tired of nobody not being there for you. So I was kind of confused. It seems like to me that this whole issue is that this woman's life has changed. She's in a relationship. I sound like I heard that now she's on a TV show or something. Mm-hmm. So things are advancing in her life. Mm-hmm. And her life is changing. And she may have more demands on her life at this moment than she had on her life a year ago or 2 years ago. And it seems like her friend's life is still stagnant. Because she said she don't have a job, and, she said a lot of those kind of things. So it's almost like you're upset with her because her life is moving forward, and your life is kind of at a standstill. So until she get that point, iamATLien, Steve Harvey, Oprah Winfrey, all the people she named, nobody is going to help her. And that's what I want to say to her. Before you destroy this friendship, I get what you say, and I get how you feel. This been your friend for a long time, ride or die. Mm-hmm. But before you destroy this friendship, sometimes when people have the advantages that come to them that she's in right now, sometimes you have to go by yourself to build what you need to build and solidify where you are, and then come back and help some of the people that you've grown up with of that's been your friends. Right. Because it seems like to me, all the stuff that she's saying she's going through, you may actually be a distraction to her. With all that you're going through. You may actually end up being a distraction where she can, be on her TV show to the best of her ability the way she needs to, or be in her relationship. And it's not that you're putting other things over your friends, but sometimes people need to understand that a friendship is an unconditional love, and it's not a contingent on if you talk to me when I call you today. Sometimes I may not be able to talk to you for 2-3 weeks. I might not be able to talk to you for 2-3 months. Right. But that don't mean we still not friends. Right. And that don't mean I don't still love you.
And that's why I was like, take a minute, you know what I'm saying, before you blast her, if this is really your friend. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, people are known to go off emotion sometimes. We are all human. And so if that's really your friend, like sometimes you got to think, because some people are not your friend. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. Blast the hell out of them. They ain't your friend. But if this is really your friend and you feel like there is any type of relationship that is worth saving, my thing is sleep on it before you go and do some stuff that you may regret later. Like, don't do it.
Exactly. And that's the thing. Even if they're not your friends, sometimes you got to watch about blasting the hell out of them, because I'm a firm believer of you reap what you sow, because sometimes we're not the best friends to people. That's true. They can blast the hell out of us when they get mad.
That's true.
So sometimes you need to just learn how to walk away
from learn how to walk away.
And keep it pushing.
Yep. But, I'm guilty of blasting people who have wronged me. I'm guilty. I have done it before. But, I learned my lesson. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I don't know if I would take that back. I don't know.
Well, it just depends on where you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It depends on where you are, because like I said, sometimes we're not always, even when we think sometimes we've been a good friend, that other person will feel like, well, remember when I needed you and you couldn't do this because you was doing this and doing that? So it's what they feel and not actually what you feel. So sometimes you have to put yourself outside of the situation and say, you know what? I get what you're saying, and I'm sorry for how you feel I made you feel. Sometimes you just got to let it be like that, because you can't tell somebody what they feel is not a real feeling.
Right.
You just have to say, that's not how I meant to make you feel
right
at that time.
Miss Monique,
and like I said, keep it pushing and keep it moving.
She's still on the phone. You mind if I patch her in?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, let's see. Marilyn?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, turn your computer down a
Hi,
little bit.
Marilyn.
Hi, what's your name again?
Monique.
My name is Monique.
Everybody M. Michelle, Marilyn, Monique. Y'all see this?
All the M's. I like what you said, and I understand what you said, and I respect what you said. And, you know what I'm saying, you understand what's going on. You know what I mean? Just from that little bit of conversation and what I put out. And, you know what I'm saying, I'm saying in comments and stuff like that, and it's a lot more to the story. And it's not much that I want to put out, but it's like, you know, I'm sorry it had to go to this extent. You know, and I'm sincerely sorry it had to go to this extent. My issue is the level of respect. Like, you know, you mentioned that she was there for me and my mother and her deathbed, and she came to my, you know, mother's funeral and all this stuff or whatever. But it's like, it's the most shit in the game that nobody really understands, and it's not enough time for me to go all into all aspects of everything. It's the principle.
And I get what you're saying. This is the only thing I'm gonna say to you. I get everything you're saying. But when you're dealing with situations, when you're dealing with people, whatever you're doing in life, you gotta make sure that you keep your heart clean. And if your heart is clean, then they gonna have to answer for what she did to you. She's gonna have to answer for how she did you wrong, if she did you wrong. That's not an issue for you to have to take on. Some things you have to let go and let the other person deal with their reaping of what they sowed. You understand what I mean? See, I believe in God. I believe in His word. And the Bible says vengeance is mine. So when you're out here, somebody's doing you wrong, and you're trying to get vengeance, I can guarantee you, Mary. I can guarantee you. You already say that you're going through needing a job. You're going through some hard times. I can guarantee you, if you try to get back at her and put on her whatever it is you're feeling, it's going to come back to you. And it might be 2 years from now. It might be 3 years from now, but it's going to come back to you. And I'm just telling you to keep your heart clean.
It's the part that everybody's misunderstanding. That's the part that everybody's getting wrong.
Okay.
Being unemployed has nothing to do with my financial situation. All of my bills are paid. All of my kids are taken care of. It was me I'll say this way. When my son, my 7-month-old son, at 2 months, was diagnosed with epilepsy. And even when he was born, he was in NICU. And I've gone through a traumatic situation to where I picked up my baby. He's not breathing, and his lips are blue. And I don't know what to do. He wasn't there for me when I needed her to be there for me. So there's other attributes to this situation to where our friendship is a little bit off level. We're a little bit, you know what I'm saying, we're not balanced. So
exactly.
So the issue that I'm having is multiple situations that have brought up to this moment to where now I'm at my breaking point.
Okay.
It's not about me being unemployed. I'm very good with money. I'm very good with paying my bills. Everything is straight. So, and I can give receipts for that if you need me to, because we all need.
Oh no.
But my thing is, that's not the issue. I'm working now. You know what I'm saying? I was allowed to take my time to find the career that worked for me and my children. That's what I did. I took my time to get myself together, my mind together, my body together, my soul together, my health together, everything together before I decided to go back to work. But while I was not working, I had the time available to assist her.
To help her out. With her endeavor. Yeah.
That's all it was. And it wasn't even, like, still again, like somebody commented and said, it wasn't even about the $80. It's nothing about the money. It's nothing about the money because, like, how many times me and her done went out, she done bought chicken wings, or I done bought chicken wings, or I done bought drinks, she done bought drinks. Like, it's nothing about the money. It's the principle. It's the disrespect. You know
I get what you're saying, but this is what I want. I just use the job thing because that's what you said. So I'm not saying that it's about the job, but what I'm saying is, again, if you just said that your baby, when you picked your baby up and your baby's lips was blue, your baby wasn't breathing, is your baby living?
My baby is living and he's
well, fine. You know what, baby, and that's what I'm telling you. And that's what you need to focus on, and that's what you need to thank God for. And whatever is going to hit her for what she did not do for you when you needed her, then let her go. Let him take care of that. Whoever you believe in. I believe in God. I don't know who you believe in. But whoever you believe in, let him take care of that.
I was raised apostolic. I know God. I know spirituality, and I know all those things, and I know what I am, where I am right now. But it's like you can't, like, people. The part about like dealing with trauma and dealing with anger and pain. The worst part about it is you have to allow people to be pissed off.
Of course.
It's like when somebody does you wrong. You can't be just like, okay, I'm gonna let God take care of it.
No, nobody's telling you not to be angry. Nobody's saying that.
I'm not telling you not to be angry. That's the thing.
It's the right thing to do, to be like, okay, I'm gonna let God take care of you. I'm gonna let the Holy Spirit take care of you. I'm gonna let karma take care of you, and then you move forward to life and you do you and everything like that. But like the way that people do you wrong, when they do you wrong, the way they do you wrong. It's not okay for me to be like, okay, I'm gonna keep letting you do this shit to me over and over and over.
But see, that's part of the growth, though, Marilyn. That's part of the growth, though. When she did that,
the same way, that's not cool. If I'm not allowed to do you the same way, that's not cool.
So Marilyn, at what point are you gonna reach out? Are you gonna reach out to her anytime soon? Because my thing is, what's gonna stop you from? I understand you pissed off, but what have you done to try to fix it? Or have you done anything to try to fix this?
I have to contact her or whatever. If she comes to my house right now, sit on my couch, we sit here and talk about it, and we sit here and have some shots. I'm making some gumbo. I made some lasagna. I'm making 2 meals tonight. I'm making some gumbo. I'm making lasagna. She will eat. Our little, you know what I'm saying, Boo Sang could be here or whatever because he always with her. And we'll, you know what I'm saying?
Well, why don't you call her and plan a date? Or why don't you call her and so that y'all can get this out and y'all can hash out whatever the issue is? Because like I said, as a friend, my thing is, if my friend brought this shit to a public forum and said Michelle doing this and Michelle doing that and expect for us to talk it out, I don't know that that's gonna happen. So my thing is, I feel like, yeah, it may be cathartic for you to get it out in the public and try to like out her and do all of this stuff because she's on this TV show. But at the end of the day, if y'all are really friends, you need to talk to her.
On this TV show, I've already outed her.
Yeah, but you don't. But the thing is, as a friend, you don't want. Why would you want to mess up your friend's situation?
It's like the relationship is at a breaking point. It's at a breaking point.
But it's going to be irretrievably broken if you mess up her opportunities. You know what I'm saying? If any...
I'm always going to have opportunity. I'm not doing nothing but helping her right now.
Marilyn, can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So you're telling me that, what she's done it, and I get it. Trust me, I've been there before. I know exactly what you're talking about. But this is my question to you. What she's done in your guys' relationship between the two of y'all, has it been between the two of y'all? Like, has she hurt you when it was the two of y'all? Because what you're talking about doing is not between the two of y'all. You're talking about bringing a whole audience and a whole hundreds of thousands of people and bringing it to the world. So that's my question to you. I understand you're at your breaking point. I get it, been there. I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like. Don't think that I do not understand what you're saying. I have been there. But my question is, if she's done things towards you, if it was done between the two of you, then it's a difference than what you're talking about doing to her, where you're going to put it out there for everybody to know.
It's being, I'll say this. It's been the conversation with our friendship amongst our circle. And our circle is very small. But it's still, the circle is very, it can get out there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, the circle is almost as much extent. But my thing, I'll go back to it, that she knows who I am, and she knows how I move, and she knows how I rock, and she knows how, you know what I'm saying, I get results. So, play with me, and she knows it. She knows it.
Marilyn, how old are you?
I'm 36 years old.
Okay, I was just wondering. But I'm just going to say to you is, because right now your mind is made up. And there's nothing I can say, and there's nothing Michelle can say for you to get it right now. But what I'm going to tell you is, honey, you have been tremendously blessed. You have been tremendously blessed. That's all I can say. The story that you told me about your baby, you have been tremendously blessed. And all I'm going to say is, this is petty. And I know it's your feelings, but don't nothing compare to that.
I'm not going to receive that, Michelle, because I just told you how much I've been blessed. I just told you what I've been through and how I've overcome all of my obstacles. I'm not going to receive that from you, not Michelle, but Monique. I'm not going to do that.
It's fine. You don't have to. And I'm not trying to make you. But what I'm saying is, when you have been that blessed, some stuff, baby, you got to realize that it is what it is. And you got to let people go through whatever they're going to go through. Now, if you feel like you want to bless her, and if you feel like that's still what you want to do, Marilyn, then have at it. Have at it.
The magnified issue that I have with the whole situation is, yes, I'm blessed. And yes, I can move on. And yes, I can let go. And I can go all these things or whatever. But when you get to a breaking point to where you're tired of people using you, it's not even just her. It's like all aspects of life. You're constantly covering people. You're helping people. You're there for people. You stop what you're doing.
You preaching to the choir right now. You preaching to the choir right now, because we all.
You can't do that. You can't continue to do that.
That's what you need to focus. But that's because you're getting mad. You're getting upset at what you're allowing people to do to you. You shouldn't. If there's something, Hold on. Let me make this point. When you gonna stop doing something that you're doing that you may need to do for yourself, your family, your this and that, when you are the person that's always gonna be there for you, people gonna always call on you and don't care what you have going on in your own life, because they know that that's what you're going to do. Let me explain. This is an issue that has nothing to do with other people. This is an issue that you need to say, you know what? I can't move how I've been moving before. When I see that you're not my friend, and when I see that I'm always there for you and you're not always there for me, I'm out. So it won't get 12 years into it. It won't get you being that hurt.
What I'm doing.
But you're doing it, but You're doing it, but you're doing it with a vendetta. That's the thing. That's the thing I'm talking to you about.
It's Monique. I really love you, and I don't even know you, but
I love you too, baby, because I feel like you have a beautiful spirit.
I feel like y'all both have beautiful spirits. That's why I'm letting y'all talk, because I know Monique from calling in all the time, and I know Monique gives good advice, and I appreciate Marilyn because I hear it in her voice that she is hurt over this situation. And my thing is, that is my only question. How do you fix it?
It's okay for me to be hurt.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, hurt. Gotta be okay with let me be in hurt and move how I want to move in a situation. Because I never done this shit before. I don't know nobody been on TV. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't care. But it's like, the thing is, you can't sit up there and tell me you're going to let somebody blatantly disrespect you in that aspect and you done everything in your power.
It's happened to me.
Walk away from the situation.
I think it's happened to all of us, Marilyn, at some point in time.
That's the thing, Marilyn. It has happened to me, and let me tell you what has happened after it has happened to me. I walked away, and I said, you know what, Lord, I'm going to let you have this one. And then after he prepared that table before me, he let me see that person go through everything they needed to go through. Somebody that wasn't even close to me no more, somebody that I wasn't even talking no more. I had people that brought it all back to me. Girl, do you know she lost this? Girl, do you know she don't have a house no more? Girl, do you know she lost this, and that? But my hands were clean. I didn't even have to touch it.
Take your hands out of it. Take your hands out of it.
It's cute. It's real cute. But
it's actually not cute.
If they can sit up there and sleep at night every night, sleep well at night, and know what they did to me, why can't I?
You know she's sleeping well.
That's what I'm saying. You don't know that. You don't know that.
You don't know if she's sleeping well at night. And what I'm telling you is because of how you grew up, and because of what you know, and because of what I'm hearing from you as far as the type of person that you may be, once you do what you do, baby, you might not be able to sleep well at night. You might think that is going to make you feel better. You may think that is going to get you over what you're feeling, but you probably won't be sleeping well at night.
I've been diagnosed with anxiety. I have fucking anxiety, and I take meds for anxiety. For me to sleep. So, and it ain't had nothing to do with her. That's what my situation is. So, with me going through that, and you supposed to be my best friend, I have no support. I have no support. You sat there and held my hand while I buried my mother. You stayed the night with me. Well, after the night that I buried my mother. And then the bullshit that comes behind bullshit money, and then you appoint somebody to talk to me, and you don't talk to me, that's awful. That's the issue.
Marilyn, can you do this for me? Can you send Michelle a direct message or email with like your Facebook page or something, because I'm going to tell you right now that I will be your support. If she gets me that, because she knows my messenger, and I can send her another messenger, and she can give you give me your information to be able to direct message you. I can tell you that if you need some support, sweetie, and you need to reach out to somebody and talk to people, talk to somebody to make you, to help you through what you're going through, I can guarantee you that I will help to be your support. So I'm offering that to you. Don't even know who you are. I don't need to know your personal business. I don't want to know. I'm not going to ask you, but if you send me a direct message and say, look, I'm going through something, can you just pray for me? Can you send me some words of encouragement? I will do whatever it is that you need me to do to help you get past this situation, to hold your hand. And it's up to you if you want to take on what I'm giving you right now.
And I fully support it. So, if you want to reach out to me, mbrown@atlien.com, I fully support it.
I'll be honest right now. I'm hurt.
I know you are, baby.
I
know you are.
And that's why I keep trying to talk you out of doing what you're doing.
That's what you're running on right now. You're maneuvering off of the hurt. And that's why Michelle and I are trying to talk to you because when you make decisions from a hurt place, it's not going to turn out good.
Mm-hmm. I don't care. It's a part of me. I don't care.
You do care because if you cared, you wouldn't be crying. So
right.
You do care.
You care. If this is your friend, you care.
You would not be crying. It wouldn't be affecting you the way it's affecting you. So you do care. So you have to get past the point of trying to convince yourself of a particular thing. Mm-hmm. You do care. If you didn't care, you wouldn't be crying. If you didn't care, you wouldn't have made this phone call tonight. And I'm going to tell you something. I feel like Michelle knows, I don't even call the show that often. It's when there's certain subjects that I call in for. And I was just getting home. And I saw that her live been on for 49 minutes. I called it like right at that point. I don't feel like it's a coincidence that I heard you speaking. I don't feel like it's a coincidence that she connected the two of us together. I don't feel like any of that is a coincidence because I know who God is and I know how He works. And I feel like this is a connection for me to be able to, like I said, if you need help and if you need encouragement and if you need somebody to just listen to you, I can be that for you from all the way across the country. I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to do that.
You there, Marilyn?
Yeah, I'm right here.
So please take it down.
Michelle.
I'm sorry, Marilyn. I'm sorry, Marilyn. But we live on here, and I'm just trying to keep everything cool.
We could get off the line, Marilyn. We could get off the line, and if you decide to go with it, you could send Michelle, your email address or your Facebook, and I could she'll get it to me, and I could direct message you or whatever. I'm not asking for your phone number. I'm not asking for any of that.
What I'm saying is I have to send Michelle an email because Facebook keeps asking me what the hell is on my mind, and I be telling what's on my mind. So I'm not on Facebook no more.
Okay.
I'm not on Instagram. I ain't on Twitter. I'm none of that. So I got to do an email.
Okay. Send me.
However you get it to her, it's fine with me.
Send me the email. Do you have my
email? I don't know, Michelle. My email is Marilyn, MARILYN.
Don't give it to me on the Don't give it to me.
Don't give it to her. Don't give it to her.
I'm on live. I'm on live. So
send her an email and give it to her. Don't give it to her in front with all these people, girl. People crazy. They got trolls that leaving messages. They'll be sending you emails like crazy. Just get it to her email. Get it to her email and she'll get it to me.
Followers, it's not much, but I don't care about no email. I get all kind of stuff. So I'm supposed to get in contact with Michelle. I don't know.
I just told you. mbrown@atlien.com. mbrown@atlien.com.
I got a link. All right. Been fine.
Marilyn, it was nice talking to you.
It was very nice talking to you, Malik.
And it was nice talking to you both. And I'm glad we made this connection. I want you to be okay, Marilyn. I really do. Like I said, I'll take the tea all day long, but I just feel like there's some repercussions a lot of times when people, blast friends, family, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I tell people, I turn down money. Like, don't think about this before you do it because it's, you can't take it back once you put it out there. So just think about it.
I'm already there, and I'm so okay with the whole process.
But you might not be okay with tomorrow. You okay with it right now because you upset. You hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, as time passes, you're going to be like, oh, damn, I shouldn't have did it. So only thing I'm saying, just think about it. Just think about it.
Yeah, so just reach out to me. Good night, everybody. I don't know what the people been saying on the
Everybody was crying, child. Everybody was crying.
Oh, okay.
So,
girl, they be like, it's supposed to be a compliment. Get out.
First of all, Michelle is our whole damn therapist. She got damn Dr. Phil knocked out damn brain
just want you to be okay. I want all of the squad to be. I want everybody to be happy. I want to be happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't mind talking to people. I'm good. I'm good. We can talk all day long. But I appreciate you both. Thank you guys.
All right, guys.
All right. Bye bye.
Good night.
Good night. I think we have a call waiting, and they were so patient. Oh, they were so patient. I was about to get off the phone. 9601. You are on the line.
I would like to give an altar call for Miss Monique and Miss Marilyn. Come to Jesus. We're about to have a whole altar call.
I knew you would.
The Lord is calling.
I knew you were on the line. I knew.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Unknown caller.
We'll have a whole altar call.
Would you like to join our sister? Would you like to join our sister circle?
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm the preacher, and I would like everybody to turn to the first book of Judas.
You know what? I'm about to hang up.
Turn to the book of Judas.
I'm hanging up now because you are not going to ruin our moment. You're not. You're not going to ruin our moment. Oh my goodness!
I'm sorry, yo. I said I wasn't gonna call in, but I was asked to call in. But I don't see why. This entire live was an entire soap
and it's
opera.
Early too, because you know what's crazy? I only wanted to go live over here because I haven't been live over here, and I was literally going to go live over on Michelle Brown later and talk about random stuff. So y'all done ate up all my time.
I know, right? I wanted to talk about random stuff. I don't watch half of this shit. I want to talk about random stuff. I want to talk about shit that's been all this hyper shit. You know what I mean? Maybe Cardi B, Nicki Minaj. How about Kai dropping a new song? You know what I mean? Bill and Jada, their relationship being fake. You know what I mean?
What relationship? You think their relationship fake? I don't think their relationship fake.
Man, you didn't watch that Red Table Talk right. You gotta watch it again, yo. There's so much shit showing. Like, okay, all right, this is what I want you to do. Go back and watch that shit, and then think in your mind hypothetically that they're not being physically intimate. They're emotionally connected. They're spiritually connected, like they claim they are, but they're not. I don't think they're physically connected. You know what I mean? Like intimacy, sex.
Really?
You know what I mean? She's talking about She's talking about he can do whatever he wants on his side of the house. She gonna do whatever the fuck she want on her.
But that's what most married couples do when they've been married 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Most married couples are like that, but that doesn't mean they're not physical. That just means they respect each other's individuality and they let each other do what they want to do. And they got a big ass house. Yeah, nigga, I live with you. Go be on the other side of the house. We can come together when it's time to come together. We don't have to always be up under each other in a relationship.
No. First of all, I know you don't watch Lil Boozy, but Lil Boozy already, I don't know how, detailed the tea that she spilled was, but that tea was good when she was talking about Will Smith, this whole side chick shit, you know what I mean, going on.
Well, being that we know that Lil Boozy is not a credible source, we don't really even reference anything that Lil Boozy says over here.
Hold on. Okay. She's not a fully credible source, but some of her receipts are credible. We cannot discredit her entire operation just because she put out.
Look, I don't know nothing about her, and I don't care about nothing about her. So, can we choose another source?
All right, well, I wasn't talking about her.
Choose another source.
I wasn't talking about her. All right. Wow, God damn it, you're making it hard. Okay, nonetheless, okay. So, getting back to the video, then Will Smith made some type of comment about her misery or something like that. The misery she caused him formed the greatest thing in his life or something like that. I know I'm butchering the words, but then she said in statement vice versa, right? But then after that clip, if you look at his face looks so serious, like as if everything. First of all, let's talk about the entire fact that the entire Red Table Talk is edited. It's not even like alive like this show right here. Everything is edited.
Right.
So when you look at his face, he has his face like, bitch, I'm just here because, whatever the fuck reason. And then he gives her a high five. There's a whole, then when you look at the daughter and the mother, you know what I mean? They keep making these facial expressions throughout the entire show. You know what I mean? That just says differently and contrary to what Will and Jada are trying to, show us. You know what I mean? I just read in between the lines. You know what I mean? How I do. I'm a troll.
But if it's edited, you don't think it's edited for effect as well? Like they edit like the
What
crazy
effect? What
facial
effects, Michelle?
features.
What effects? They're at a red damn table. What effects do you need?
No, when you said when you look at his face when he mentioned something, I was just assuming. See, I haven't even watched Red Table Talking. I'm not being shady to Jada Will. I just haven't. But when you said it's being
How do
edited,
you not
I
watch
just
it?
assume it's more than one camera. And so if they're editing it and they have like facial, people's reactions or whatever, they could clip that in, even if it's not an official reaction. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but you know what I mean. There's just a lot of shade in that video. If you go back, all right, you say you never seen it. Take your time to watch it because you're a blogger. Watch that shit and just have the theory, because the theory in your head that maybe they may not be intimate and they got their own shit working out, and then just let the video play out and see if it just puzzles in. To me, it puzzles in.
Okay.
That there's a lot more going on than what they're putting out. That entire family is fucked up. I mean, obviously, the little girl cutting herself, the little boy, he getting his other shit. I mean, that entire family's fucked up. So, I mean, I don't believe anything.
Well, no family is perfect. All families have issues and go through things. They just put theirs on Front Street right now. You don't think that they just? I don't know. I think they're profiting off of their pain. Clearly, that's what Red Table Talk is. They spilling all the tea, I guess, before the blogs can have at it. But I think that's a good thing these days.
I mean, I do think that what she does have going on as far as the Red Table Talk, is good. To get in front of the mess, like you just said. Get to it before the blog. I definitely get that, but I still feel like there's teaspoon in us. The shit.
It's their way of controlling the narrative. Like, to me, like,
absolutely.
So that's why a lot of things when you hear it and you hear it was said on Red Table Talk, it's like I take it as a grain of salt, like, because they're planning this media circus around themselves. Like, I'm gonna tell them I masturbated, or I'm gonna tell them, that Willow cut themselves, and they prepare themselves for what's to follow. So I don't know that's I don't know. I don't feel like it's organic at all. It's just we gonna put this out there and let everybody talk about it.
That's right. The point I was trying to make, I don't feel like it's organic at all. So I was just saying things to be talked about rather than the General Hospital episode we just had for the first 40 minutes of this live.
Well, what about Nikki and Cardi? Who team are you on this week?
Nikki. I'm on neither side. You already know me. I'm unbiased as fuck. I think they both stupid. However, I do appreciate Cardi B's clapback.
Okay, but didn't they kind of squash it after the clapback?
Did they?
Yeah,
I thought they squashed it a couple times before.
Well, yeah, but then Nikki said, "Okay, we're not gonna do this anymore. We're da 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 da," and then Cardi retweeted and said, "Okay," and I think that deaded it. I guess I don't know because I don't care. At the end of the day, they both make music that we like or whatever. Some people like, and I don't see either one of them being a role model to young women. So it is what it is. So why are we so invested in this beef? I don't know.
Truth be told, after the whole Star Marie situation, I wasn't really caring that much in the first place. But after the Star Marie situation and all this voodoo shit, I was like, man, fuck this.
Yeah, I wasn't in that. I didn't care about that at all. Honestly, I didn't, not even a little bit. So,
and then they come back up to I'm like, what the fuck now? And that's what made me click on it. But anyway, how was your weekend? Let's just bring some, bring up the spirits a little bit.
Well, my weekend is always marvelous and fabulous and glorious. I had a marvelous time. Thank you for asking. But, I don't never talk about what I do. I just do it.
I feel you on that. Mine was freaking epic.
What? Okay. Is there?
It was like epic and life pivotal to a certain extent.
I think mine was epic too. I think it was pretty good. Epic and life. Like, what did you do? Like, what do you want to share?
I don't mean it. Well, sure, I don't give a fuck about the commenters. I'll tell you a short story.
Okay.
So earlier the week, my homeboy, my old coworker, he quit his job to be a full-time DJ. So he hit me up and was like, you want to do this, you want to come to this gig with me, on Saturday, so because I don't want to ride back home alone and I want to hear what your feedback is. So I was like, cool. So Saturday come, right? I forgot about it, but he reminded me. So I hurried up, got dressed, whatever. And he puts an address. Tell me why this motherfucking location was in bumbuckfuck the country, like in the middle of the fucking forest. First of all, literally like 5-10 minutes away from fucking civilization.
Okay.
And it's nighttime at that. We didn't pass 2 families of deer, literally, in the middle of the back roads. So we get to this location in the middle of bumbuckfuck nowhere, and the name of the fucking location is called Full Moon Saloon. I told this nigga, I said, first of all, black people don't even go to saloons. Black people go to salons. It's a difference, you know what I mean? It's an extra O in that motherfucker. So we get there. I walk in the motherfucking door, and all I see is white people with country music in the background. Keep in mind, he's supposed to be DJing for this party. I'm supposed to be his assistant. The lady so I'm like, okay, we got a whole bunch of white people, cowboy boots, plaid shirts, cowboy hats, and you're supposed to be DJing all genres of music. You about to get a shot up in this motherfucker. So I go outside and smoke a blunt because I'm getting ready for my death. You know what I mean? Then I come back inside. So I'm like, what's the stipulation? He was like, well, the lady wants us to play all types of music, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? The old people about to leave at 8 o'clock, the young people about to come in at 9 o'clock, and that's when the shit gets jumping. So this nigga he plays the worst music of all time, starting off. He plays some country rap. I never even knew that country people even rap. He plays country rap.
They clowning you, you know. You losing the people. You losing the people. They rather had a counseling session.
Well, fuck them. Get off the fucking live. Get off the fucking live. Okay, you rather hear the General Hospital, the cry session? Rewind the motherfucking video. Rewind it. Hit the tap button about 7 times, and you can drag yourself back to that boring ass shit. Meanwhile, I had the best fucking time of my motherfucking life. You know what I mean? So he starts playing all this types of music and shit like that. So he switches up to like, black people music. This white girl comes up to us and is like, can you play ghetto music? Keep in mind she's drunk. She's like, can you play ghetto music? I like DMX and shit like that. I'm like, all right. So I tell him, this nigga start playing black people music like Andacon shit. These white girls go fucking crazy. Long story short, the night was fucking epic. You know what I mean? The white boy, these girls were going so fucking wild that the white boys never even seen their girlfriends go this fucking wild to black people music and black people period. You know what I mean? To the point where they asked us to come back every week and shit like that. And, he asked me on the way back if I could come back every week and, do a side gig and DJ with him on the weekend. So I'd be getting a cut, you know what I mean? That money $300 a night.
All right.
So, I mean, while they mad in the comment section, I'm about to become a whole fucking DJ.
All right. Thank you so much, Juno, for that. I really appreciate it. That sounded like a marvelous time, and I don't remember what I did. So, yes.
Well, we already know what you did. You was on live tipsy as fuck with me.
I was on live tipsy with my friends out at the club, and we went to the strip club, and then we went to another club, and then we went to another club, and then we went out to eat, and then I got home at like 5 a.m, and I don't remember what happened after that, because then I went to sleep, and then I had to wake up, and then Derek had to do my hair, and then I went to sleep again, and it's just been this weekend's been crazy. And then I went to brunch. I went to brunch with my friend and her granddaughter, and then
What the fuck is brunch?
Brunch is between breakfast and lunch. It's like a mixture.
What's the purpose? I've never understood the purpose.
What's the purpose? Right. It's because you can eat waffles and you can also eat shrimp and stuff. It's a mixture of between breakfast and lunch. It's, late. Yes. So we did that. We had a marvelous time at the Four Seasons. I love it. It was great. And I love children. I want one. I might go steal one day, but yeah.
That little girl outsmarted you in the love.
She's a smart pants, and I love her. She gave me a crown and stuff, and she made me wear her crown all day. I love her.
I feel you. That's what's up.
And that was it.
At least we had a good fucking time.
I blogged a little bit. I still haven't blogged about Kenya and them, which is why I decided to talk about it a little bit earlier in this show. And we've been on 2 hours, so I'm literally about to hang up. But yes, it's been
me both. I got work in the morning.
It's been amazing. So Juno, I want to give you some homework. I would like you to go and watch episode 1 and 2 of Ready to Love, so that you can chime in next time about dating and Yes, because it focuses on dating in Atlanta, as we previously discussed, and it is really, really good. So yes, there is no next caller BCFC. That's why I'm still going on. Unless y'all.
Yeah, there is no next caller, motherfucker. I'm the last motherfucker on the live, motherfucker.
I'm about to hang up on
so
you, because all of this profane language. Some of us older people like me, I'm like 60 and stuff. We don't like all of that profane language. Even though I do appreciate that.
Hold on. If you're 60 and on YouTube, what the fuck? What's wrong? What are you doing?
People of all ages can be on YouTube. First of all, I encourage everyone, old and young, to be on YouTube. I do. I feel like it's a marvelous platform. So if you're old and you have something to say it. You haven't seen the old people. It's a lot of old people on YouTube. What's wrong with that?
I know. One of them tried to call me. Out that one time. Remember?
Anywho,
crazy lady.
Like I was saying. Yes, I give you some homework, go watch it. And if you're in the comment section and you haven't watched Ready for Love, please go do it. It is very entertaining. I don't know if I enunciated the fact that, of all the things that went on in the episode. I tried, child. Y'all know I don't review shows. I write about it. So I wrote up a whole entire recap of the first and second episode on Straight from the A. So if you care, you can go over there and read it and watch it, and we can discuss it later.
I love your website, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much. I love it too. It is my baby. I need to commit more to working on it, but this week has just been hard. I've just been doing a lot, so I gotta get a little bit more consistent this week. Now that some other stuff has cleared up, but yeah, we're good. But thank you so much, Juno, for calling. I appreciate you.
I know. Love you. Bye.
All right, love you too. Bye. So, you guys, I am hanging up the phone lines now. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know we went off the grid. I get it. We've been on for 2 hours. We had a little Yella Fix My Life therapy session. Shout out to Monique. Shout out to Marilyn. Marilyn, please, please, please email me so that I can get your information over to Monique, because, we do support each other in the squad. We've been here before, and in previous videos, it was people fighting. In this video, we actually have people supporting each other. And so I appreciate you. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and so that just proves that our audience is diverse. I love you all. Thank you, Sexy Sky Doll, for the super chat. Y'all know I love me a little super chat every now and then. And so we'll talk about some more things. I don't want to make no promises because I've been on since 8:30. I'm about to go get me something to eat. I may come on the Michelle Brown channel a little bit later. So we just talk about some random shit too. So I will see you guys later. Good night, and thank you for hanging out for this whole time if you've been here. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.